Okay, so good day to you aspiring APS kilobytes. In this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can actually write a final year project step by step. I'm going to be starting with the template where I'm going to be explaining to you what we are going to be covering from the beginning till the end. And believe me, throughout the end of this video, you will definitely understand how to write this final year project step by step. Everything you are going to be needing, how to get the journals, how to do the chapters, how to do the everything. I'm going to be showing you one after the other. But before we get started, I need to explain everything we are going to be covering for you in this video so that you can also get your pen and paper as you are watching. You can be jotting some important things that you don't want to miss out from this particular video. So now this is the template we are going to be following. I've already listed out everything one after the other for you to also jot and note. And as you are watching my video, you are also implementing that thing with your own tool system and you can get the same results. So now the first thing we are going to be covering when writing a project for our clients is for us to cover the title page. And this title page, what is going to be there? This is going to be like your front page, your first page that is going to be on the booklet that you are going to be giving out to your clients. So the front page is going to be the title of your project. And the project I'm going to be using as an example for this video is Impact of Competition on the Financial Performance of Deposit Money Bank in Nigeria. So this is where this is going to be the title and it's going to be on my front page. So in your front page again, maybe the second page, you are going to be putting the name of your client, the matric number, the department, the faculty, the supervisor's name, although your client is going to give you all these names when you want to be imputing them. So you put in the supervisor's name, the name of your client institution, and then the submission date. Every information here, you are going to definitely get that from your client. I will show you everything once I start doing it one after the other so that you too can know how to do it by yourself. So now after you are done with that, then we go to the preliminary pages. This is where you are going to be covering each pages with some important thing that must be in your final project when you are writing it. The first one is the declaration. When we get to this declaration, we are going to see what is going to be. They're just going to be very short and you can also get what you are going to be putting there. So the second one is certification. This is where your supervisor and probably your teacher or your lecturer is going to be signing. They are going to be certifying you that, oh, you've actually submitted your final project. How do you do that page? I'm going to be showing you when the time comes. The next one you are going to be covering is the dedication page. What are you going to be putting in your dedication page? Oh, maybe I dedicate this particular project to my family, to my this and that. How are you going to be getting everything you are going to be putting? I'll show you step by step in this particular video. So this acknowledgement page as well, this is where you give acknowledgement to probably people that helped you during your year in schools, your friends, your family. You acknowledge them, you give thanks to everybody, your lecturers and everybody. How are you going to be getting those contents? I'm definitely going to be showing you everything step by step in this video. Abstract is very, very important when writing a final year project. How do you get your abstract? It must be 150 to 300 words. How do you get it? I'm going to be showing you in this video so that when I show you how I got this, my own abstract for my project, any project you are writing for your clients, you can also know how to get that particular abstract. And if you are writing the project for yourself, probably you are a 400 level student or 500 level student watching me from anywhere, you can also follow the same process to get your own to answer. So after that time, you are going to move down to the table of contents. Table of contents is the list of everything that you are going to be covering in that particular project. How do you get your table of contents for your project? How do you arrange it? What is the size? Everything that you need to take note of. I'm going to be covering everything in this particular tutorial. So then the next one is list of tables. The next page you are going to be opening list of tables, list of figures, and then list of abbreviations. Those are the things that you're going to be covering in those pages. So after that time, we are going to be moving down to the chapters. Now, this is the one. We have the chapter 1 where we are going to be having the introduction. Chapter 2 is the literature review. Chapter 3 is going to be covering the research methodology. And then the chapter 4 is the data presentation, analysis, and the discussion. And then the last one, but not the least, which is chapter 5, is going to be covering the summary, the conclusion, and recommendation. How are you going to be getting the full content of this particular one? How are you going to be getting it? I'll show you everything completely from the beginning till the end. So if you don't want to miss out or you have not subscribed to my channel, do well to subscribe to my channel because you are definitely going to be learning a lot of things from this channel. And if you have not liked this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I'll really, really appreciate that. So after that time, we move to your recommendations. Then you move to your references and appendix. And that is what we are going to be covering there. So in our chapter 1, there are some key important headings that you need to have in your chapter 1. I'm going to be breaking down everything for you here. You need to have the background of the study, After that one, you have the statement of your problem. How do you get the background of your study? How do you get the statement of your problem? Everything you are going to be doing, you can see here now that you are going to be providing a context banking sector in Nigeria. If you are going to be writing on any other topic, you are just going to be following this format to get your own content, because I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to be getting my content for this banking sector in Nigeria and every other thing. I'm going to be showing you how to get it accordingly, and then we are going to briefly explain why competition matters for bank performance. Depending on the topic you are writing on, you just only briefly explain why that thing is going to be affecting that. So that is that about that. Then you move to the statement of the problem. Then we move to research objective. After the research objective, you go to research question, then research hypothesis. What is the meaning of hypothesis? When we get to that level of where me showing you how to write everything there, you are going to know the meaning of hypothesis. We usually have one, we have null and alternative. I'm going to explain everything for you as we proceed in this video. Then the next one is scope of the study, significance of the study, definition of terms, operational definition. Anyone you want to use, the terms that you have used in your chapter 1, all those big grammars, this is where we bring them out and then we break them down for our lecturers so that they can actually know that, no, this particular project has been written by somebody that understood what he is writing. So believe me, every steps you need to follow, by the special grace of God, I'm going to be listing out everything for you accordingly. I'll show you everything. I'll do everything for you here so that you can know how to do it by yourself, and also you can know how to also do it for your clients and also use that to make money online for yourself. So the chapter 2, we are going to be covering the literature review, where we are going to be having the introduction, the theoretical framework, then we get to the conceptual framework, we get to the empirical framework. So after that time, we have the research gap, then we have the conceptual framework. That is that we are going to be covering in the chapter 2. So in the chapter 3, we are going to be covering the research methodology. Under the research methodology, we are going to be covering the research design. How are you going to be getting the research design? This is where we are going to be explaining the chosen design that we use. Is it quantitative? Is it qualitative? Is it descriptive? Is it ex post facto or panel study? Anything that we use, we are going to be breaking it down and explaining it to our lecturer. How are we going to be getting all these things? Believe me, you are going to be getting everything in this video. So if you have not subscribed to my channel or you've not given this video a thumbs up, don't forget to do that before it's too late. So we are going to go to the next one, which is population and sample, and then we move down to sampling size determination. We move down to source of data. This is where we get the data. We tell our client or our lecturer the data that we actually use for this particular project. We're going to explain it. Is it primary data? Is it secondary data? For this particular project, I'm not going to be making use of primary data because that one will take us more time. And I want to walk you through the process. If I want to make use of primary data, I'm not going to be showing you all those things because it requires me to go out and source for the data. But I'm going to be using secondary data for this project so that you can see how I source all my data online, so that you too can also do that if you are writing a project that requires secondary data. So that is that about that. Then we go to data collection instruments, measurement of variables, and then that is all. Everything here, I'm going to be showing you how we are going to be getting that when we get the model specification, estimation techniques, and text. Everything I'll show you when we get there. So that is what we're going to be covering this chapter 4. This chapter 4 is the data analytics. This is where we analyze all our data. And for we to analyze it, these are the headings we are going to be having: the introduction, descriptive statistics, and so on and so forth. Then we move down to the chapter 5, which is the conclusion and recommendation. And that is going to be the end of our project. We go to your references. When you are writing your reference, you use the APA 7th edition. How are you going to be using it? How do you get the APA? How are you going to be getting the references? Everything, I'm going to be breaking it down for you in this particular tutorial so that you can understand how you can also write it by yourself. And this is where we are going to be stopping our video for this time. Now I'm going to be going fully into the practical of this video. If you don't want to miss out, please kindly click on the next video that I'm going to be dropping now, as I'm going to be seeing you at the other end.